excited to be here with you and just have a chit chat, just have a casual chit chat. Ask me anything. I've been like motivated to do these ask me anything and I'll tell you. And so if you're like, who are you? Like literally you're a random woman lady on the internet. Okay. Who are you? So my name is Ciana Singh, for those of you who don't know me. And I never really introduced myself like that, but I do realize that new people come across this tribe every single day. And it's kind of like, who is this lady? So just to give you guys a quick background for those of you who don't know me, and even if you've been here for maybe a month or so and you're still like, I haven't had time to look at all your content. You have over 3,000 videos. I don't have time for all that, but I'll just figure out who you are over time. Let me just give you a quick snippet. Okay. So my name is Siana. I'm from California. Okay. I have a business marketing degree. I have been a professional cheerleader, professional dancer in my younger years. I have worked many jobs in LA doing brand ambassading, promo modeling jobs. I have been the COO of a charity called Afrikicks, giving shoes, clothes, hygiene items back to Africa. I have also been a district manager for a few years. I worked at a company for almost a decade, made it up to being a district manager where I was over 7 different locations. Okay. And I actually went to 2 different districts. So a total of 14, okay, different locations in the greater Los Angeles area. I was over 30 full-time people. I was over 400 part-time people. And I just know how to manage. I know how to lead. I know how to motivate and inspire. I know how to ignite passion and kind of like, you seeing the dormant gifts that you forgot that you had or you didn't know you had. I kind of help ignite that. I also am a great listener. I am a great prober. So if you ask me something, I'm going to dig a little bit. I'm going to say, well, let's get to the root of this, right? So that's like in a quick little miniature nutshell who I am. I've done a bunch of different things, throughout my 2 decades of being an adult. Okay. Sincerely, there. Okay. Welcome, Red Hunter. Welcome, James. So I'm excited. So if there's any questions that you guys have, I'm happy to ask. If you're like, I just kind of need an opinion on something, or, when it comes to mindfulness, habit building, goal setting, when it comes to selling products online, when it comes to fitness, nutrition, when it comes to just like general advice, like maybe you're just going through something. Hello, Rala Sia. Hello. Maybe you're just going through something and you're like, I just kind of need some advice. Now, the one thing I don't really give advice on, but sometimes I get caught at the perfect time and I will give advice, or I will direct you to someone else. That's what I'll do. I'll direct you to somebody else that can actually answer the question better than me when it comes to relationship advice and men and women dating. Obviously, I'm not married, so I can't give marital advice. I'm not a mother yet, so I can't give mother advice, but I'm pretty good on like resources. I'm pretty good on knowing who to go to for that stuff. So ask me pretty much anything and we'll see if I can handle it. So it says, why does it seem like some people are not motivated to move forward? So there's a plethora of reasons, right? But if I were to just sum that up, it's because people are very complacent. They're comfortable with being comfortable. And actually, there's been studies that show that the brain actually kind of seeks out comfort and safety and familiarity, right? So there's like, it's like our brain is doing what it's doing, and then our heart is wanting us to do something else or move forward or get uncomfortable, learn, grow, evolve. So, and I'm not saying that the brain doesn't want to do that too, but just in general, like there's this kind of like mechanism where we want to feel safe. We want to feel like we don't want to push the envelope a little bit too much. We like what we're used to. And what happens is it keeps us from never evolving. It keeps us from never actually going after the things that we've always wanted to do. And then what happens is over time, we see everybody else evolving. We still have that nudge ourselves. We like there's something kind of pulling at us to be like, you got to get the body of your dreams. You got to start that business on the side. You got to, do all these other things, right? Yeah, self or sabotage, absolutely, right? There's so many limitations on the brain that you really have to kind of do a hard reset and overpower your mind, right? So we do a lot of mindset work on this channel as well. But that's like pretty much the general gist of why. So if you want to know more, ask me a more specific question, but that's pretty much why. Now the way to get over that, okay, the way to get over that is it's very simple. You start changing your inputs and your outputs. Okay, your inputs and your outputs. So let's just say you want to get healthier. You would just simply you wouldn't create like this huge grandiose goal, because contrary to popular belief, people think you have to set a goal and then you go toward the goal. But then the goal kind of always feels like it's like always kind of like just out of reach. It's just out of touch. Yeah, you have a goal, but really what you do is you set inputs and outputs. Okay. So you set up habits, and then the goal is the byproduct of that. Let me give you an example of what I mean. So someone might be like, Ciana, I noticed that on your live streams, you've really improved, right? You speak better, you're speaking clearer, you seem more comfortable, you seem more fluid. And yeah, one of my goals was and still is to improve on the way that I speak on live streams. But I didn't have this goal, and then I just kept like reading about the goal or wishing about the goal or writing a to-do list about the goal. I just started going, I did the habit, right? So this is my habit. I did an input. So I said, I'm going to input the habit of going live every day. And the byproduct will be that I get better at live streams, right? So that's really the secret sauce. It's very simple, but a lot of times people feel like they have to create a grandiose goal, and then it kind of just seems like, wow, when I'm actually going toward it, I'm not motivated. When I'm actually going toward it, I'm uncomfortable. When I'm actually going toward it, I feel stupid. When I'm actually going toward it, everyone's making fun of me. People don't really support my goals. People don't really support what I'm doing. And then we start to shrink back, right? And so it's like we want to do it, but our brain is so hardwired for the familiarity and the comfort. So you have to just change a small habit, a small input, and don't really worry about the goal, right? So just to kind of, wrap up. So you said, why does it seem like people are not motivated? That's like the general gist. Of course, we all have our own nuances, our own traumas, all the things that we're going through, financial issues, relationship issues, maybe health concerns. But in general, there's kind of like this, you have to like go against the grain, and even against the grain of yourself, right? So you might even be like not synced up with the identity of moving forward. Identity is huge. If you don't actually believe or see yourself as that, it's going to be a hard time. You're going to have a hard time actually turning into that person. So for example, this YouTube channel, if I was like, I want a big YouTube channel, but when I actually go, I'm going after it, it's like my consciousness, like my nervous system is having anxiety, because I don't actually believe that I can have a big YouTube channel, even though I do. So I just want to rebuke that. But as for the sake of the example, it's like you have to sync up with that identity. So a lot of times people will not feel motivated because right now, what you want to do right now is overriding your future self's desires and needs. So your future self might be like, hey, past self, I'm going to need you to put the Doritos down. I'm going to need you to get better at your YouTube. So that's going to require you to go live often. I'm going to need you to get better at, a promotion at work. You want to have a promotion, right? So I'm going to need you to have more emotional intelligence and not go off on your boss, right? So there's it's like your future self is saying, hey, this is what I need from you. But you in the present time have to be like, is it worth the sacrifice? Is it worth me actually just doing this one habit, doing this one discipline to become that future self? Right? So that is, put the Doritos down. Like for real. Like anyway, put the Doritos down. Like, are we 3 years old? Like, come on, like for real. I'm kidding. Who doesn't love Doritos? But you know, at the same time, guys, like it's like you're you don't actually achieve goals by being motivated. Okay, so I think you said, I think I'm too old to be successful. I'm going to dig into that, but let me just finish my thought. So, motivation is like a nice boost. It's kind of like a nice adrenaline kick. And this is just my opinion, right? I'm not like a certified psychologist or therapist or anything, but it's like you get a surge of motivation, but what keeps you actually doing it is discipline. Okay. So you might see this live and might be like, ooh, I'm motivated. A lot of times people will do that. Like they'll come on this live stream and they're like, oh, Ciana, I'm so motivated. I'm going to hop off this live and go on my live, right? Then they're actually on their live and they're noticing after 5 minutes, they already want to get off. They already like they're demotivated, right? But what keeps them going is the discipline. They're stretching themselves to get discipline, right? So they're like, nope, it's already 5 minutes. I want to get off, but I'm already on here. So I'm going to stay on for an extra 5 minutes. So that'll be 10 minutes, right? And then the next time I get on, I'm going to stretch it to 12 minutes. It's just those micro actions, those micro habits. Like you said, action over thought. Exactly. It's like, it's those micro moments that we're actually doing the thing. And then it, as a byproduct, it's like all of a sudden, boom. So it's like, for example, I've been talking about digital products. I just did one habit a day, one motion a day, one action a day to create an ebook. And then now it's blossomed into me selling other digital products, right? But that's a byproduct, right? I was able to throw up other digital products because I've had the discipline of the other actions leading up to having a website more full of digital products. So at the end of the day, if there's something that you want to do in this life, sit down and it starts with one actionable moment, one habit that you do that day, and then you just build upon that habit every single day. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Because you then look backwards and you're like, ooh, I'm actually seeing the result now. It motivates you to want to keep going. So on the days that I don't want to keep going, I'll look like, so for example, I'm trying to lose 9 pounds of fat, gain 3 pounds of muscle when I got this body scan. So I've lost 5 pounds but I don't know if it's probably a combination of fat and muscle, to be honest, but it's okay. When I actually started to see the cuts come through and, all that, do I actually want to go to the gym? You guys, it's been kind of harder than ever for some reason to go to the gym. I'm just like, I just want to walk outside, but I know I need to push myself with like the machines. But it motivates me because I'm like, wow, all those micro moments, those micro decisions of actually lifting the weight over time, right? Now I'm actually starting to see, like, I didn't used to have like, there's kind of like some shoulder action happening, like that little thing. Like this shoulder, I've never seen like my shoulder like have this part. I've never seen that on me in my life, in my entire life. So now that I see like, oh wow, like by me doing this and like doing exercises like this, wow, so then you kind of get motivated, right, to keep going. I hope that answers that question. So it says, let me take a little sip really quick. Just to kind of, I want to comment really quickly on the, I think I'm too old to be successful. If you think that, okay, stick with me on this. If you think that you are too old to be successful, then you will never be successful. What you're really saying is, and this is just a guess, what I think you're more so alluding to is that other people think that you're too old to be successful. And so because you might see that online, you might see that on billboards, you might hear that in like social groups. We're too old, man. We're too old, girl. You know how it is with us old folks. It's too late for us. All the conditioning from outside, all the conditioning is it's like it's searing into your own mind where you're like, you know what, I guess I am kind of too old to be successful, right? So do you actually really think that, or have you been conditioned to think that? That's the big determining factor there. If you have determined, like, you know what, it really is just me, it's no one else, then you got to do inner work on that. You want to journal out what that's about. Okay? Anybody can be successful at any time. And really, to be honest, one of the definitions of success that I've heard that I really like, I believe it was from Bob Proctor, is that when you have found the path that you want to go down, you're successful. Let me break that down a little bit. When you're going down a path that you feel fulfilled, you want to go down that path, you are a success. Now, other people would categorize it as, oh, well, now I'm making a certain amount of money. I'm a millionaire now, so now I'm successful. You know, I get that, right? Of course, right? But if you have figured out what your passions, desires, and your purpose is, and you're going in that trajectory, I'm going to turn this way a little bit. And you're going in that trajectory, you are on the path of success. Because here's the thing, guys, not a lot of people are happy with their life. Not a lot of people are happy with what they're doing. They are going through a monotonous thing. Maybe they're a millionaire, but they're like, I literally was, somebody just posted on Threads earlier, popped up on my feed. And this guy was talking about how he has everything on paper. He has the looks, he has the muscles, and he has everything on paper. And he's like 6'2", 6'3". And on the inside, he feels hollow. He literally feels empty on the inside. So again, so for example, someone could look at me and say, you know, like on the outside, someone could say, well, you know, Ciana's just selling digital products. She just has a website. She has like a little YouTube channel. Like, she's not really that successful. In my mind, for me, I'm a success. I'm successful because guess what? I get to wake up, go to the gym when I want, wake up when I want, create new digital products, do brand deals, get on live with you guys. And I can be on here for as long as my voice doesn't go dry, right? So in my world, in my solar system, I'm a success. So it's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. So PlayStation says action over. Yep. Okay. Let me make sure I follow up here. Sunfaith says, what do you recommend? 30 minutes push-ups daily or 3 hours push-ups 2 days a week? 30 minutes push-ups daily. 30 minutes push-ups daily. I would even do 15. I mean, I don't know where you are in your journey, but you don't even need to do 30 minutes of push-ups. You'd be better off doing, I mean, if you're talking about like doing different reps, but I don't know if you're saying like doing 30 minutes of push-ups like back to back to back, you're better off doing like 3 sets of push-ups until you fatigue, and then like lifting weights, you know, for the rest of the 30 minutes, and then doing that every day. And then honestly, if you're just working on upper body, you could even do like 25 minutes and then try to lift as heavy as you can. Like, do less reps, but lift heavier and really try to push yourself. But again, you know, I don't know exactly where you are, but yeah, for sure. 3 hours push-ups for 2 days. No, you would be fatiguing your muscles to the point of like, you could tear something. It just would be, no, go less time and just build up and perfect your form too. Like, you want to do shorter periods of time with more concentrated goal, right? Let me really get my form down. Okay, boom. Let me really make sure I'm pushing as much weight as I can. Okay, great. Let's see. You're not a failure. You haven't made it. You're not a failure if you haven't made it by 30. So here's the thing. 30 is actually quite young. People are living till 95 comfortably, like being able to walk, kayak, like drive. We live in a time now where it's not rare to run across somebody that is very active well into their 80s. Like, I actually I've talked about him before. His name is Jim. I have a mentor, he's 84. He rides his bike. Like his life's journey right now, he just wants to go to every single national park in the United States and just ride his bike for 3 hours a day. And he's 84, 85, something around there. So when you're 30, it's like you're actually kind of like you're like beginning to learn how to actually be an adult. So that is a completely incorrect statement. I want to shut that down. And I think that statements like that, and again, I don't know how old you are, or, and I know you didn't mean that in any kind of way, but I just want to make sure to kind of elaborate on that and say, no, 30 is like, you're still learning, like you're still trying, you're still putting in effort, you're still going after it, right? There's no, there's no making it by 30. That's like an illusion. Now, you could have hit a goal by 30, but even when you hit the goal, let's just say you're a famous actress and you get a Golden Globe by the time you're 28, right? Like say you got a Golden Globe at 28. Well, guess what? You still have 50 years left, 70 years left, right? There's going to be other things that you're going to want to try to achieve. So it's like the ceiling always keeps getting higher as you achieve things. Okay. Next question. Can you make money from YouTube live streams and shorts? Absolutely. So right now, there's a couple different ways I can make money right now as we speak. Number one, I have digital products that I always talk about if you go to embodypursuit.com. Number two, see these right here. So if people send me like little gems, or if they send me little tips, that's one way. Also, if you click there's like a little shopping little bag. I have my earrings tagged, and I wanted to also just tell you guys about this really quick too, and the only reason why I'm talking about this is because people on live earlier were like, oh, can you talk to me about what you take in the morning? Because I was telling them I take this, and it's literally been completely taking away my sugar craving. So you can get any brand. I linked a couple different brands, wormwood and clove. So that's another way. You can, if you had a brand deal and you were going live talking about the brand deal, so you'd be getting paid from the brand and then talking about the brand and answering people's questions, right? Oh, I see it, the live shop. Yep. So if you click that, let me see. I'm going to actually see what it looks like too from your end. I'm going to go on here, but that is, that's just a few different ways. So you can get really creative with it. And I need to actually do a couple live streams where I just talk about products. I need to like maybe do 1 or 2 of those a week. So what other questions do you guys have? What other questions do you guys have? Let me see. Alrighty. I'm actually going to also put my website in here. It is still a crazy flash sale, you guys. You get me as a coach if you want to learn how to make money online. I'm full-time. I'm here in my living room making money online as we speak. So if you want to do that with me, if you want me to be your coach and teach you how I'm doing it and create a website, throw up a digital product real quick and start making at minimum part-time income, it's crazy flash sale right now for Juneteenth weekend. It's 60% off, excuse me, 60% off, which is crazy. Oh yeah. So yeah, as you guys are looking at me, this little, yeah, so that's my shop right now. And so so that's how I'm able to make money. Okay. Well, that's one way. And you could actually sell your own product. Like you can make your own wormwood and sell your own. You don't have to do that. So there's so many different ways you want to spin it, right? So let me put in my website right now. It's 60% off. Crazy sale. You get me as a coach. All right. And I answer. People can vouch for me in here. I respond to comments. I respond to emails. I can't get to all the comments all the time, but when it comes to my students are my #1 priority right now. So I immediately, as soon as I see it and I'm able, like I'm not driving or I'm not able to, answer it, I will put it like this. It's just, I'm very passionate about this right now. As somebody that used to be almost in tears daily from hating the job that I was at. Hated it. Okay. All right. So does getting more views help earn more? Absolutely. Yeah, the more views you get, the more you earn. The more views, the more money. Okay. So right now, if you want to get in there, essentially you get me as a coach when you get the course. Okay, so right now it is 60% off. So usually it's over $100. It's less than $45 right now, which is insane. I'm like, Siana, do you really want to like, I contemplate with myself back and forth with that all the time. But yeah, if you get me as a coach and you just follow the modules, and then if you bump into like a little like a question, or you're just kind of confused about something, email me immediately. Hey, Siana, I'm kind of confused about this. Hey, Siana, I need more help. Hey, Siana, can you elaborate? And then I answer back. My goal is earn 100% from home. My goal is, I'm assuming you meant to say, okay, so let me read that again. My goal is to earn 100% from home. I want rural land and can't be tied geographically to a W-2 job. Get in. Oh, well, are you, I think are you in my course already? Oh yeah, you're in, yeah. I'm like, I know that name. I'm so excited for you, by the way. Kilo was in it, and I'm so excited to see what he has to offer. I'm super excited. And Kilo, this is just the beginning, by the way. This is just the beginning. You not only opened up a portal, you did not just open up a portal for just an ebook. The ebook's going to be great, and you can do your own course. Just how I have a course, you can have a course too. Just like how I do, haven't offered coaching one-on-one, like individual coaching yet, but like outside of the course, but you could do coaching. You can do a membership. You don't have to wait till YouTube to have your own membership program. So I'm sure you saw, like I broke it down in the module. So right now it's less than 45 bucks. It's usually $100, but let me actually show you guys something. So it's literally, I can't even believe I'm like giving it away for that much, because there's just so much value. And you guys, I know I'm a great coach. I've been in the game for over 2 decades now, coaching in different arenas. You get me. And there is going to be a time where I will charge for individual, like if you want to book with me for like 45 minutes and you have a question, there is going to be a time where I charge like that. Right now, it's like, $45 for the whole coaching. So essentially it's not like $45 and we start doing one-on-one sessions. No. So it's $45, and let me actually give you a really good depiction of what I mean, so that way we're all clear. So this is the launch in a day. You get a website. I teach you how to create your own website and your own digital product in one day. And Kilo knows, because he's in it right now. He's inside of this right now. Okay. And Kilo, if you don't mind, can you just like give him a quick blurb on like your experience so far, and like, if you wouldn't mind, if you're not busy, and just kind of like, what you think about the modules and all that. But yeah, so this is the launch in a day. It's 60% off. So see how this is? I created this. So once you are in this website, you can start building it out. And it's so easy, you guys. This is a hidden gem of mine. So there's so many other, Shopify, Etsy. I love this one because it's like an all-in-one. You can do coaching and physical products and digital products and mentorship. And it's an all-in-one gem. So it's usually $110, but it's $44.99. Now, I'm still also answering other questions, by the way. If anyone has any questions outside of this, I'm happy to answer. It's a Ask Me Anything live. So I just want to remind you guys about that. So when you're in here, you then get access to me if you have any questions about it. So say you're on module number 1. So then you unlock all of these modules down here. They're like 5 minutes long, 4 minutes long, 8 minutes long. They're very short. I think the longest one is like 20 minutes at the end. Okay. You unlock all of these. Now say you're in module number 2 and you're like, hey, I have a quick question, or, I kind of need a little bit of guidance. I have a quick question on this. That's how I'm coaching you. So it's like I'm your teacher, I'm your coach, but I'm not like booking a one-on-one where we sit together and it's just me and you for 90 minutes. I will eventually do something like that, but I'm not doing that right now. So there's an email that you get access to when you go inside of here, when you actually get the course. And then like me and Kilo have gone back and forth a couple times, right? So you get me as a coach. And sometimes I may even send a voice memo and I'm elaborating, right? So so yeah, it's not just like a 2 second like, okay, figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like I will genuinely answer your question. Are the products in the live shop yours or are you getting commission? They're all commission. Yeah, it's a good question. So, are the products in the live shop yours or are you getting a commission for selling someone else's product? So, it's really cool when you become monetized on YouTube, when you hit at least the 3,000 watch hours mark and they lowered it actually now. So, it's 500 subscribers mark threshold and 3,000 watch hour threshold. Once you hit that, you unlock the ability to do YouTube shopping. And I've actually gotten the privilege to get invited to the YouTube shopping headquarters down in deeper in LA by LAX. And it's at this really cool hangar where like, planes used to reside. And so I got to go to the Google YouTube headquarters and they like give you all the inside scoop and teach you how to really use it. So you unlock that. And they have all kinds of brands that you can partner with. Target, Walmart. I think Skims is on there. Kim Kardashian's brand. I think Sephora's on there. I mean, there's so many. There's so many. So I just literally I'll go live. I actually could have linked my necklace. I forgot to do that actually. Can I still do that? Oh yeah, okay. So oh yeah, you know what? I can do that. Watch. Into it and a gold necklace and I just look at the one that's closest to the one that I have. Because this is just so there's one from Target that looks pretty similar to the one that I'm wearing. It's 44 bucks. Sometimes I pick one that's like reasonable and is like decent quality. So I'm going to do this Target one, right? Boom. Save. So now I've added this one. This necklace right here. So you get access to that once you become monetized. Okay, next question. Are you into astrology? What's your sun, moon, and rising? I think astrology is fun to like chit chat about. Thank you, Lisa, and welcome, girl. I think astrology is like, oh, I'm an Aquarius, I'm this, I'm that, but I am not beholden to an astrology chart. I just plug right into God. God created astrology, God created the planets. Because I've been on my own spiritual journey with that, and I think that you can get into it very lightheartedly, but then you can start to spiral and go very, very deep where you kind of just get so lost in the sauce. So I just plug right into God and I keep it easy. I keep it simple. So I think it's fun. Like I'm an Aquarius, but like I'm not like, well, us Aquarians, I kind of had a season of my life where I was like that because it was like, oh, it seems so similar to like how I actually am, but it's all very lighthearted and I kind of like keep it over there. So just to answer it directly, am I into astrology? Not really anymore. Not really anymore. When I was like younger, I thought it was cool to like really dig into horoscopes and stuff, but no. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Nice. I'm going to do it to support. Then if my ideas work, I'll come back trying for millions. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Your wife's a Scorpion and I'm a Taurus. Okay. All right. You're an Aquarius. And I think it's fun. I think it's lighthearted. There's a lot of similarities. But again, I just like to like, I feel like, so say for example, if there's attributes of a Leo and I'm like, well, I'm an Aquarius, so I don't have those attributes. I have these. Well, God can gift you with any of the gifts that all the signs have, right? God can gift you any of the gifts. Let's see, add the in front of your website next time so the link will. Okay, so is that why it won't turn blue? Let me see. I'm hoping that that's what it is. Lisa, you will have unlocked me because hold on, let me see. HTTPS. Any other questions about business, money making, all of that? Questions in general about mindset, fitness, or just in general, even if you're having a tough time at work, maybe you know you're dealing with a coworker. Okay, so www. Okay, let me see. I'm just typing it in. All right. It's still showing white. Is it just one forward slash? Maybe is that it? So okay, so let me do that, Lisa. So I for some reason, so this is what I'll do. I'll highlight okay, so this is my website. So I'm just going to highlight it right here. Okay. Copy. I'm going to plug it in. Oh. I'm going to plug it in. Uh-oh. Okay. And it's still showing up like white for me. Okay, can you guys click on that? Like the most recent one here, I'll repin this one. Is that one showing up blue or is it showing up white for you guys? Someone told me that it doesn't work when it's like in a live like this on a cell phone. And you guys, it sucks. I have to get a new Apple laptop because I tried to go live on my laptop and like my Apple is too outdated. I've had it for like 10 years. My laptop. Dang, it's still not doing it. I'll ask the moderator on my next live cuz mine already be blue. Yeah, see, okay, this is what's weird. So on my end it's blue. Like when I just did the copy and paste right now. Oh wait. So when I first pasted it, it was blue and then it turned. Oh wait. So okay, let me just. Okay, let me show you. Like, oh, how can I show you? Like when I'm looking at it right here on the live that I'm on my actual phone, it's blue. But when I'm looking at it as if I was a viewer, it's white. The A tag looking P. Oh wait. So when you do it for me, like on my end, it shows blue, but when I'm looking at it here, it's showing white. Like when you just did it, it's showing white, but I'm looking at it here and it's blue. I wish it was blue. It would be so much easier. I might need to reach out to YouTube and be like, is there something like a feature I need to turn on? Because I was told that you can't do it while you're vertical on YouTube Live. They took away hyperlinks on lives or tried to. Maybe the placement options changed. Yeah, I really want to ask them that because it's like, I'm not going to set up my laptop and like do all that. And like, I should be able to just put a link. I went live this morning vertical and yours was blue. But see, that's the interest. So mine is blue right now that I'm looking at it on this live. It's blue, but if I'm looking at it as a viewer, it's white. So I'm wondering, like, did anyone else tell you on your live that it was white? Or was it blue for them too? Now, if it was blue for them too, then that's where I gotta get in contact with YouTube for sure, for sure. I mean, I need to do that anyway, but are you sure that they were able to click on the link? Like, did anyone say, hey, I was able to click on the link? I just saw it. When I tried to click, it doesn't work on yours. Yeah. See this, you know what? I'll be able to do this. So this is what I'm looking at right now. When I look at live right now on my end, so when I look at it on my end, it's blue, the pin comment. But when you guys see it, it's white. And I'm like, wah. Annoyed by that. Okay. I'm an outdoors guy, and my offerings have largely been outdoor skills based on base classes in person, but that's killing me. Ooh, oh my God. There's your next product. Let me just say that again. So I'm an outdoors guy, and my offerings have largely been outdoor skills based classes in person, but that's killing me, and operating that way is not scalable. Literally copy my course, but do it in the version of your outdoor skills. Throw up at least 10 modules and film yourself. Do it like, whatever it is. Let's just say it's like gardening. It's like, okay, step number 1, all the gardening tools that you need. Okay, module number 2, make sure you have this over here. I don't even know how to break that down, because you could tell how much I garden, but it's like, just do what you do with your clients in person and create videos, and that's going to, that you're off to the races. That's it right there. Oh, no, Lisa, I was happy about the distraction, because I'm like, if Lisa figured it out, I need to figure this out, because it would be easier for people to just click instead of like clicking out of the live, typing in Embody Pursuit. Oh, did I spell embodypursuit right.com? It's like, it's too many steps. So I was like excited. But yeah, Kilo, so you're creating your book, but your next one, just put your course up. That's going to be awesome. That is a perfect, I'm happy you brought that up, Kilo, because that's where I think people don't really, they kind of like need to stretch the way that they're thinking about their business, because it seems like, yeah, like technically in person or one-on-one is always going to be best, right? But what you could do is charge a little bit more, charge more for your in-person stuff, and then have a barrier to entry, like a nice, $50, $100, maybe $199 course, and they take that, and then if they love it, it's kind of like they're like a warm lead for like your bigger package, like doing it with you. So that's perfect. And this is the website that you're building out right now is the number one best way to build a course. Here's why. The website that I am teaching you how to use inside the course you're in right now, you don't have to pay a huge fee to like there's Udemy, there's Thinkific, right? And you have to pay like a pretty hefty fee to use their platform. With this one, it's free, and you just give them a tiny little bit of your sale, and it's automatic. So if you don't make money, they don't make money. Oftentimes with some of these platforms, you have to still pay a subscription even when you're not making money, like you're not making sales for whatever reason. Selling digitally is too easy. I've been through a lot since 2021. Lost 150K a year, public safety job. I held nearly 15 years due to C-19 mandates. That's your course, and those are all your ebooks, and that's your coaching program. Whatever you were doing for the 150K, you can do all that on your own. That's what's wild about this. Because you have so much experience, you literally can coach, like say, I'm not sure what industry you were in, but you can literally package that up and have different tiers where it's like, here's like my basic, here's ebook, here you go. You can do free lives like this, right? And then I did click on let me actually click on your page. Seen School yet? I love how Alex Hermosi. I listen to his channel a lot. I don't think I've seen, what is School? Is that like a new podcast of his or something? Let's see. I think I clicked on your page and I think I saw is this the one where I saw your son? I don't know if that was you or maybe that was somebody else. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did click on your channel. So you have like a really cool, like your thumbnails are pretty decent in my opinion. Like you have some good stuff on here. So literally this is Kilo's channel if anyone wants to check him out. So all of this that you're doing is so awesome for a course and so awesome for one-on-one coaching. And you can easily, you were capped out at 150K. You can make a million. Like the sky is a limit. People, there's coaches. I'm trying to go to a million. Like there's coaches online that have maybe 50,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers that are millionaires. So actually you never know that it hurts. It feels bad. Like it makes you go through like a very dark season, but you might have been nudged and forced to go into your next season, which is creating your own online business and being able to have it scalable. I have been making videos on YouTube since 2012 with no results, but I recently gained 40K views on my shorts and a few subscribers, motivating me to try again. Keep going. Just keep going. Let me actually look at your PlayStation all day. PlayStation all day. What are some things that you believe now that you've been in the game since 2012? I mean, that's 15 years. No, 13 years. You've been in the game for a while. So what are some things, like if you were to kind of look at your channel, what are some things that you believe is the reason why? I'm just typing in your name. Actually, let me just go to the live and see if I can just click there like I did. Let me see. So PlayStation. Oh, so I'm assuming you have another channel, not on this channel. I'm just looking at, if it's this channel, I'm just kind of looking at it really quickly. Here's the thing. You know who would be really good for you, PlayStation, to get advice from about your channel specifically? Because the gaming is very difficult to stand out because everybody's like just kind of doing this like recorded, version of their of them playing their game and then just uploading it. What does really well, and I'm sure you know about this already, is when people are actually doing like the commentating over while they're playing the game. And they're like cracking jokes and they're like they turn into like a personality while they're playing the game. That's how you set yourself apart. When you just post like things like this, it's interesting because you have views on it. People are watching it. But if you want to like level up and actually have people sticking around, I don't know how comfortable you feel like showing yourself, but that's how you really take it off, take off. Work on that PlayStation games. Title and thumbnail. Okay, yeah. Title, thumbnail is going to definitely always be the thing. But I think even with these games, it's like, go to Roberto Blake. Roberto Blake is really good. He's like, has almost like 600 subscribers. He's been in the game for a long time. You guys have probably heard of him. He teaches a lot of people about how to grow on YouTube. That's his whole channel is about YouTube growth. He will coach people live and a lot of gamers will get on his lives and what I remember him saying is you have like your thumbnails have to be A1. Like they have to be A1. The titles have to be A1. And then there needs to be something different because everybody's kind of just doing the watch me play my game, and then it just kind of is like everyone's doing it. So some people will watch, but they want to people are looking for something different. Yeah, this project he has up pretty okay, I'm gonna look into it. I don't think I probably have, but I binge watch, like I'll go through like an Alex Hormozy 2 days in a row moment every once in a while, and I'll just binge watch his stuff. Like he's really good at like activating the masculine energy in me to like get after it, go after it. Like sometimes I need, because I'm always in the flow and like, hey guys, let's like chit chat. and like take our time and like be in the flow together and let me answer questions. And then other times I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to work on this. I need to do emails. I need to build up my website more. I need to come up with like, I'll need like the Alex Hermosi, like adrenaline kick to like kick me into gear. Let me actually read what you guys are saying on here instead of like leaning forward. I don't want anything to like, well, there's not much, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want like anything to be seen. Okay. So, um, okay. That's what God does when he sits too long. There we go, Kilo. Exactly. You might have been nudged out of that role because it's like you're thinking 100, 150K. Okay, great. But guess what? My biggest month that I've done so far is $45,000 in 1 month. Like when I was younger, when I was 22 years old, I always thought that by the time I was 65, I would maybe hit 90K. Like in my millennial brain, I literally did not think like I just always thought I would like be lucky to get like to 90K. So when I actually touched that amount in 1 month, I was like, what? Like it tripped me out. Like the way that I look at things now is way different. So that 150K is actually was a cap. Even though you're probably living comfortably, you're able to do, travel, like do what you want, like all your bills are comfortably paid, like but God's like, "Well, no, I need you to go to the next level." So, it's uncomfortable, but it'll pay off. It's all about following the algorithm. Whatever is trending will get a bigger audience. Okay. Let's see. Sunface says, yeah, Speed started with gaming, but his personality took him off. My shorts is what got the most views. They are averaging close to. That's really good. That's really good. Well, it says PlayStation Street Fighter, doesn't say PlayStation. Even if you're playing a game, it can be exactly. Kevin nailed it. Exactly. If you're like talking as if like your homeboy's next to you and like you're cracking jokes and like you're telling a story and you're like eating, maybe you're eating something too, like you're eating Doritos and you're like, oh, these Doritos, oh man, I remember a time where I like choked on a Dorito and you're like playing the game at the same time. Like that's more entertaining. Even just starting out with just showing yourself and not even having to feel like you have to be a commentator. Like even people just looking at the way that you're like getting into the game and like how you're like, I could see that being even interesting, but I don't really watch those shows. So other people that watch, definitely let me know. What up, Everyday Muscle? It's a ask me anything, I'll tell you the truth live. It's a ask me anything. He said, I'm here. Okay, let's see. I've noticed recently, okay, wait, let me go up a little bit more. Shorts is being consumed by younger audience. And you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. If you guys actually want to make money online, go after like 30 and up, people that are kind of established. Like if you're going after the younger people, they have to ask their parents to get them things. So that's just kind of a quick tidbit there. Now maybe if you're doing something so fascinating to where so many kids are like watching it and you have like it's so viral every time, then you'll get a lot of AdSense. But it's kind of difficult to like sell products to like 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds. You know, I mean, it's being done, but I just think it's a better business model to like go after people that have the funds to like invest in a course or, invest in a product, right? I've noticed recently YouTube has integrated where you can choose the best part to capture for cover. Okay, that's cool. I gotta look into that. Okay, Kevin says 22, not young enough for me. I make 15 to 45-second shorts and get around 1K views. I gain almost 40K views. Okay, I think I scrolled up too far. Okay, what's up with those kids who are like, prove you can Prove you can get 100K with just this bread. I think those are like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but if I were just to guess, just based on reading that, I think it's just like another way to go viral. I think it's just like a kind of like a Mr. Beast type of challenge. Like it's just kind of like a way to like be entertaining. And it would be interesting to see prove you can get 100K with just this bread. Like that would be kind of interesting to see how someone could get 100K with, I mean, I'm just guessing. Outside of that, I'd have to look into if that's like a trending thing right now. I haven't heard of that or come across it. But I think that definitely is like a kid thing where they would be like, "Oh, let me yeah, like let me like something kind of unrealistic and see if they can make it realistic." I could see how that could be entertaining. Let's see. True. However, videos, shorts, lives have their own RPM. So even though shorts is working for you, still put some work in the videos. Yep. What do you think Forex trading, or what do you think of Forex trading? Is it a feasible way to make money? I do know people that are making a lot of money with Forex trading. You really do have to get trained for it and you have to be willing to lose money in order to end up making money. Like you'd have to be willing to put in a lot of time for like doing the what is it called? The simulators, and then really get comfortable with the simulators and then go for it, or unless you have the money to lose, but obviously just do the simulators. But there's some people that really are getting a bag off of that. I just stick to like the US market and keep it simple, keep it cute, because I just don't have time to do the research for international business. But it is worth it if you're willing to put in the time to really learn the ins and outs of Forex trading. Kevin says risky, but takes time. Yeah. Yep. So more questions. I have a little bit more time. More questions. Any other questions? So while I'm waiting for more questions to come in or comments, I have this. Some of you guys were asking me the other day. What's your question? I don't think I know what's your question? Wormwood. This is what I was taking the other day. I have linked it down right here in the little shop, the little purse right there, the cute little purse. If you have a sugar craving that is like insane, or you're trying to just kind of like get your carb cravings in order, this is going to do it. This has been really helping me. I've lost 4 pounds, 4 to 5 pounds. I keep kind of hovering between 135 and 136. It's been, I don't think I would have been able to do it if I didn't cut down, if I didn't have something slice down my my carb craving. Like I love bagels. I love bagels and I love oatmeal, like even like healthier carbs like that, like even a bagel that's like whole wheat or whatever. But I needed to cut down on my carbs so that way I can really get down to this 132 benchmark with more muscle and losing fat. I know I have lost muscle, which it sucks, but like there is such thing as muscle memory. I'm just trying to get down to the 132, lose the fat, and then I will really focus on gaining the muscle. So if anyone's wondering like just kind of how to get your cravings in order, this is a really good one. And it could be any brand. It doesn't have to be this Guru Nanda one. So I've linked a couple ones down in the description. So if I brought it up because some people asked me the other day and I was like, I don't remember the exact name. So this is what I take. I take it in my tea. So I just put some drops in here with some hot water and some lemon. It is very potent. The cloves are very, very potent. So, okay. Let's see here. What do you think of a 7-day watermelon fast? Absolutely. Go for it. Do your research about it first. But I have seen people do like their testimonials of watermelon juicing and just eating watermelon, and they've had great results. So definitely make sure to always get with like a professional or at least do a consultation medically. People do better with certain fasts like that because they're not deficient. When you are deficient in other areas, you can really hurt your body when you do that. So make sure you get a panel done and make sure you're not super deficient in like a certain area, and then you can kind of be cleared. Or you might need to get like help. I don't know if this is your exact situation, but you might need to get like healthier, a little healthier first, filled up with more minerals, and then do like a fast. I wouldn't just like get on a fast, right? Now, I didn't ask a medical professional. Again, this is, you have to, disclaimer, do this at your own risk. Okay. Disclaimer. When I did my first 3-day juice cleanse, I did not seek out a medical professional. I felt really strong. I just felt like I could do it. I'm like 3 days, juices. I drink like 6 different juices a day. There was a lot of, the first round that I did, there was like protein shakes every day in it. So I was like, I'm fine. And I loved it. I did great on it. So, but I do, just to be safe, you do want to make sure to get your levels checked. Maybe try a whole day and then see how you feel. Let me see what else you're saying. I put the link. I'm buying it. I need to curb my sugar cravings. Okay, bomb. I'm telling you, this is like specifically the wormwood and the clove together. Yeah. I don't know how they came up with this, but like it works. So, let's see. Watermelon is the best thing possible to have first thing in the morning. I know. You guys make me want to go get some. I have watermelon in my refrigerator right now. You guys make me want to eat some right now. That's what got me. When you imagine 40 to 45,000 per month with what's in your head, literally, it opened me up. Like the first time I made like 5 figures in one month actually was from trading stocks. So during the 2020 shutdown, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to learn how to trade stocks. Okay. I'll put the link. We'll click it right here. You should be able to click like down, or no, it should be, it should be in this corner. It should look like this. There's like a little, that thing. So, and let me know if you still can't click on it. Muscle, everyday muscle. Okay, so I did that, and then I learned, I started following a stock group online, and I learned how to do it. So that was my first, okay, my consciousness it just wasn't expanded financially. I grew up around people that were making average money, so I just kind of was like, okay, I'm going to graduate and get an average job, and I'll probably move up over time and end up making 90K when I'm 65, and like I would be happy with that, right? That's weird. Can anyone else click it? Because when I click it, and I'll finish in a second, but when I click it, right, it pops up like that. Is anyone else able to click it? It's weird. Like right next to the search bar, click. Okay, so my money consciousness it wasn't there for several reasons, which I'm not going to bore you guys with in this video. Maybe I'll do a whole nother money mindset video later. The live shop is clicking. Okay, so I think that means it's working. So, and I was like, people are making money with trading stocks. Like, I want to really learn this. So once I made like, I think I made like something like $1,000 in seconds one time from Tesla specifically. And I was like, oh yeah. Like, because after that, it was ruined for me. After that, 9 to 5 actually was officially ruined. And after that, you guys, what was really ruined is me working events in LA, because when I work events in LA, you can get paid pretty well. You're in like cool environments, you're in nice events. It's fantastic for networking, all of that. But when I made like $1,000 at one time for the first time on Tesla, And I also think like accidentally, I made $1,000 from Dogecoin because I put like, it was when Dogecoin was like a couple of cents and I put like $50 on it or something. I was like, whatever. And then Elon Musk started talking about Dogecoin and then it skyrocketed. I was able to like take advantage. So once I started having those little blips of like moments where it was like, oh, I made $500 in 2 seconds. Okay, and I was doing calls and puts too. And so when I did that, my mind blasted open. Okay. But then I was like, well, I don't really want to I don't want to be a stock trader permanently. I want to make more money and then also take the money I'm using and then also trade with it. Like I was like, I want to kind of do it all because I still want to do my passions, which is like teaching, coaching, leading, like helping people self-develop, right? So when I did that, you guys, when I would see offers to work events in LA, I'm like, why would I stand on my feet? And yeah, it's fun and they're really easy events to work and you get paid pretty decent, but it's like I was like, why would I do that when I can make $1,000 in 1 second? Or you know what I mean? Not saying I made that every day all the time. Like you definitely like have losses too, but it just that experience of learning how to trade, I literally was like, what cloud have I been living under this whole time? Right? And then the next version was selling products online. So I have TikTok shops, I sell on Amazon, I have a Shopify affiliate collab shop. I have my own digital products that I sell and I've been really excited about the course, but there's other things that I do. Out when I click off this live, there's other things that I do. So the fact that like every day I'm technically cloned, right? So me and you are together right now. But when this live is done, this live will be uploaded to YouTube and I essentially will be cloned forever. This one live. So I make sales from like a past video. I made it one time, put in effort one time, answered questions one time, and then now it's just up. And so people like come across it and whether they buy from that one video or they buy because they've watched 10 videos and they're like, yeah, Ciana's pretty consistent. So it's like different versions of me throughout time are like building up trust with people. So there's just so many benefits to selling online and it feels difficult at first. And I remember because I wasn't really doing this online. I would do it here and there. Like I would get like a brand deal offer here and there. Or I'd make like a sale on Instagram. Like someone would be like, hey, can you shout me out? Shout my brand out. I'd be like, okay, cool. Like I was doing like little things, but when I started seeing people like in 2020 and 2021 making full-time income online, I was like, I really want to figure this out because I don't want to be bound by geographic location, just like somebody said earlier. I was the same way. Like I love to travel. I'm going to be going to visit my sister. She just had her baby girl. And I don't have to ask a boss like I used to. Hey, can I like put in a request time? Like, I know we're busy, but like, oh, really? Well, no, or, well, you got to work half day. Like, just all of the off day stuff and basically being an adult and having to ask to go to the bathroom. Like, it's just like, no, it's just my personality, how I'm built in my brain. I'm just like, no, I can't do it. I can't. I'm willing to literally sleep on my dad's couch rather than work at a 9 to 5 I don't like. That's just how I'm built though. Not everybody's built like that. Some people are like, heck no, I would never like live back with my parents. I would totally live on my dad's couch to figure out how to build a business. I don't have that like, I care what people think in that department. Like in that area, I'm like, well, whatever, in 5 years, you're going to be looking at me being like, well, dang, she figured it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm getting made fun of right now, but later on, they're going to be like, well, how'd you do it? Right. And I'm going to be too booked and busy to answer them at that point. So, I do think that there is a personality aspect to like this entrepreneurial journey, but it's definitely worth it. So Kilo, you are on. I don't know if you're on anymore, but you are you made the right decision, and you picked the right coach, because I'm still doing this too. So it's like we're all holding each other accountable. You realize you don't have to trade your time for money. Exactly. And that's what, like, I've already made in the four figures. I've had the course up for 3 weeks now. I've already made in the four figures. And I put a lot of time and effort in on the front end. And then now I get to just talk about it forever. Like, that course is there for the rest of my life. And I'm just going to add more modules over time as it's needed here and there. And then all I do is just continue to go live. And then I'm going to create another course, right? Like, and then I'll have that one. So then it kind of just like starts building out like a solar system. And then you have all these different products depending on different people's needs. So I have another, I haven't been pushing it as much, but I have another course that's out. It's like a four-part training. There's a 90-minute module in there right now of how I stay in shape. So for women that are like, oh, I need to get it together, I basically use my ebook, which I don't have with me right now, but my ebook, I have a hard copy that I usually show, and I'm reading it live, and then I have added on other things to it, because in the last 3 years since I made that ebook, I've learned more. So it's like a really juicy training, and it's going to be like 4 or 5 parts. So that's already exists too. So when you do that, you guys, it's like, it just takes one step. It just takes one step. And you just keep going. You just keep building, keep going, keep getting better, keep refining, keep failing. And then you know, okay, that route doesn't work. And then you just keep going. I'm just reading what you guys are saying. You have to ask to use the bathroom at work. That's tough. I mean, some people do. And I'm not even lying. I'm sure. Yeah, I actually, because I used to work in retail. And so I would be like running the sales floor. And then let's just say like I needed to use the bathroom. So I would have to, like, the other manager that was there, which was at the time I was like a manager in training or like an assistant manager. So I'd have to ask the store manager. I'd go back there real quick, like, hey, can you come on the floor real quick so I can like go to the bathroom? You know what I mean? Thank you, Keith. I appreciate it. But like, yeah, I mean, there is some people where it's like you have to like literally excuse yourself and be like, hey, and kind of announce, like, I'm going to the bathroom. It's just a lot in the 9-to-5 world. Some people have a beautiful, amazing, cushy 9-to-5 job. Parts of me always say where I'm like, that would have just been so much easier. And I would just be set. I wouldn't have to overthink it. I would have my routine. But like, my path just didn't turn out like that. Thank God. But I definitely went through like a dark season of like, why don't I know? Like, why can't I just find like a career path? And it was because God was like, well, your path is different. Like, your path doesn't even exist yet because YouTube doesn't really exist yet. Even though in my 20s, YouTube technically existed, but this didn't exist 10 years ago in this type of form, right? So God's just like, keep going, keep learning, doing trial and error, and all of that trial and error is going to be your proof that you know how to overcome that stuff and teach other people how to overcome it too. I had to like go through the trenches to then teach other people how to like get out of the trenches like I did. But not everyone's path is like that. Some people's are, some people aren't, you know? So I'm a life coach, but I had to like live life to like become a life coach. Does that make sense? Let's see. It's easier to bring active skills like entrepreneurship into passive skills like trading. Or you're saying, is it easier to bring active skills like entrepreneurship into passive skills like trading, vice versa? Yeah, absolutely. Both, like you said, vice versa. Yeah. Anytime you do something, you are gathering a basket of skills, and then they all integrate together as time goes on. So when you're trading, you have to learn how to not be emotional, and you have to learn how to be patient. How many times have we all made a trade and it was like, that was a horrible trade because we were being greedy, we were, not being patient, we were maybe reacting without enough information, right? And then you take those skills from like having emotional intelligence, being patient, and then you take it into like doing an online business. And you learn, okay, I got to be patient. I got to put in the work. I got to do my research. What's working, what's not, right? So it's like anything that you do in life, you gain a skill, even if it's just learning how to comfortably banter with people in real life. Well, that's a skill. You know how to like build relationships with people. Some people do not even look at people when they go in public. So if like you want to build a business, but you don't even know how to have casual, comfortable, confident banter with people, how are you going to get people to trust you? Because you can't even talk to people, you know? So anything that we do is always going to layer on top of each other and become integrated. And then what the beauty of that is that you now have your own like framework and your own strategy that you can teach, because it's the collection of things that you've done that makes you unique, and you then use it, structure it, and then you can teach it back to people, right? So that's essentially like what I've done. I've had so many different experiences in the last two decades. There's so many different reasons why I can call really 3 decades. I was class vice president. I was in student council for 4 years. I was in all these leadership groups in junior high. Like I've always been in like a leadership role since I was like 8. So really for a long time I've been in the game. But all those things just, oh, did my phone die? Man. Okay, I guess I'll just read it on here. If I missed a question, just say it again. How did you learn about trading stocks? Where did it all start for you? So I learned about trading stocks. My cousin is in finance, and I was like, I've always wanted to learn how to trade stocks. He goes, well, I actually teach a class on the weekend sometimes. I was like, really? He was like, well, he goes, look, let's do this. Pick 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours, and I will just teach you how to like read a stock. And I was like, oh, that's nice, you know. And he was, you know, he's my cousin, so he was like, yeah, I'll do that for free. Like, cool. So we sat down together over the phone, and he goes, okay, go to Apple. And he goes, type in Apple stock. And so I type in Apple stock. He goes, what do you see? I'm like, a chart comes up. And he was like, okay, read what you see. Like, okay, there's the 1 week chart, 5, you know, whatever the chart is, right? 1 year out, 5 years out, 20 years out, right? So he's like, just literally calling out like the basic of everything. And then under it was like the yield, like the dividend yield, what it opened at for market, what it closed at the day before, like all of that, right? So then he was like, and then he kind of walked me through, once he took like 30, 40 minutes to just explain the chart, then we went through a couple scenarios. And then I was like, okay, so he goes, now that you get it, I want you to open up a Charles Schwab account or like a Fidelity account or an E-Trade. Look up whatever one you want and you pick. So I said, okay. So I looked up all the different ones that are out there, and then I picked. He was like, okay, now that you know how to do this, I want you to buy your first stock. And the first stock that I bought was Delta. And it was so cool because I bought it during the pandemic. So Delta, all the airlines dropped during that time, right? So I got Delta for like $20. And then when everything went back, like started like, you know, going back to normal, it skyrocketed. So I ended up buying like, I don't know how many, like 30 or 40 shares of Delta, something like that. So when it skyrocketed, I was like, wow, that's cool, right? So that was a rare occurrence, right? Like airlines don't fluctuate that much, but it was a really good time to get into the stock market during the 2020 shutdown, because everything was technically on sale during that time. Do I have a course on stock trading? I don't. I would really, and it's crazy because I actually invested in a course myself for $2,500, and maybe, you never know, in 10 years or something, I might do something like that, but I would really want to make sure I know my ish if I did that. Yeah, it was I happened to get taught at the perfect time when a lot of airlines were really cheap. So but it'll never go that cheap. I mean, I doubt that it'll ever go that cheap again, unless I guess there's like another something like that happens. Hopefully not though. So then from there, so he was like, download it, open it up. So I was like, okay, perfect. And then he goes, you understand, right? Like when you get a stock, when you buy a share into a company, you are technically a part owner. And I just thought that was so cool. So something about him saying that made me want to like get into it more. And then I ended up finding a group on YouTube that would go live every day. So I would just like hop on live at 6 a.m. every morning and just like follow the lives. I didn't under all the jargon, I just did not understand it. But like I just kept on it for like 6 months straight. I would just wake up, and I was a caregiver. So I would just have the stock market going on in the background, the live stream, and then I'd be taking care of my grandma, doing what I needed to do for her in the mornings. And then it just went from there. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Yep. How do you learn about stock? Okay, yeah, you already asked that, answered that. Delta for $20. So yeah, so if there's any other questions, I'm happy to answer any other questions. But I might end up, oh yeah, I keep pushing this like it's on, but it died. So in the meantime, guys, go to embodypursuit.com. Let me be your coach. Let me be your coach. I have people in there that have been on this live right now that are inside of the course with me. Let's get your website up, and let's get your digital product up. And you guys, digital product, an ebook, you can do it in one day. With ChatGPT, Gemini, let me give you a quick little secret. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but let me just give you a quick secret. You can literally ask the AI and say, hi AI, hi chat, I want to write an ebook. And I want it to be about 30-year-old women, how to lose weight, transitioning from the 20s to the 30s. What are women typing in right now that are 30 to 35 years old? What are they buying? What are they searching? Once it spits out that list and say, okay, they're searching the keto diet. Okay, create an ebook right now that breaks down exactly how to do the best keto diet for a woman 30 to 35. I wanted to have good storytelling in it. I wanted to talk about this. Add in your own, say, well, I also lost 30 pounds. This is how I lost it. Da, 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 da. And I want you to give me a whole ebook. Then it gives you an ebook. You read what it gives you, and then you break it down even more. And you say, okay, it gave you chapter 1. You're like, elaborate on that point. You said healthy fats. I want you to give me 10 healthy fats that they can actually pick from, right? So you literally, it is like, when people don't believe me, when I'm like, you can create an ebook in a day, you actually can. Not a trashy, crappy one, right? Not a tacky one, but you keep using it to refine. What up, Hallie? Let's see. Aside from the coaching money, how much are we going to need? So when you get in the course, everything that I offer you, the tools that you need are free tools. I did it like that on purpose. It's up to, and this disclaimer is inside of the course as well. It's up to you if you want to upgrade to like the next version, right? So there's always a free tool available. And then there's always like, a $12.99, or like, for example, Canva. I could use Canva for free, but I like the extra features that Canva gives you when you pay for when you pay. I think it's like $12.99, right? So it just depends on your budget. It depends on, like, if you want to, you don't have to start out doing all the different subscriptions, but so I did it like that on purpose. It's one fee, which is getting in the course with me. You get in the course, all the tools I tell you to use, they're all free, and it's up to you if you want to get the higher package inside that. But I made it to where you can create an ebook and not have to upgrade, but you're going to want to eventually. ChatGPT can, yes. Now, ChatGPT can do that, but will people actually buy it from you? If they know that ChatGPT wrote the whole thing, they won't. So that's why I always emphasize, like, you can actually write a book in a day, because it's almost like, imagine the ChatGPT is like, you have a ghostwriter, you have an editor. Like, imagine if you had all the, like let's just say like an editor, a ghostwriter, and like a creative thought leader. And these three people are in front of you, and it's your ideas and your mind and your experience and your passion, and you work together, and then you create the book. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're just saying, hey, ChatGPT, write me a book, and then you take that and upload it. People will buy it at first. There'll probably be about 10 people that'll buy it, and they'll be like, this is crap, because they can tell that it wasn't humanized, right? So it's basically, it's like having a ghostwriter right there, and you're talking to the ghostwriter, and the ghostwriter's like, they're doing whatever ghostwriters do, right? Like, they're structuring it, the editor's structuring it for you, but it's you. Yeah, I enter the prompt and the AI creates exactly. So so if you want to get in there and you want to see the one that Kilo is using right now, the one I'm excited for him to finish uploading his ebook. The sauce is in that course. It's in there. I drop a lot of gems on here. Technically, people can piece together what I've already talked about in like hundreds of my videos and go just do the steps, but you don't get me as a coach. And like, there's going to be a point in time where you're like, gosh, I just kind of want to ask somebody this question. And then there's individual things that pop up for you, right? So you might have an idea, but you're like, I just kind of need like okay, so I have the course, I'm writing out the book, but like, I kind of need, like, I don't really know how to like build this part out. Like, I need to just ask someone really quick. So that's the part. You get me as a coach in there, and you get access to the platform that I'm using, and it's an all-in-one. It's not like if you ever want to be a coach in the future, you have to then get a coaching platform. And if you want to have a membership program and you're like, man, I don't know when I'm going to finally get monetized on YouTube. I don't know when I'll actually ever be able to get access to the memberships on YouTube, which, by the way, guys, I love having the memberships because some of the stuff is just too juicy. Like this one, like, see how I just said what I said? Like the last 10 minutes of this live, I might cut off, or I might just put this whole live under memberships, right? So these lives get juicy. But YouTube takes 40%, I believe. So the memberships are $5.99, and then I get $2.73. The website that I teach you how to use inside of my course, you get 100% of the profit. So I could have a membership on my website right now. I'm just choosing to keep, everyone's just here. So I'm just like, I'd rather be more convenient for you guys than pulling you guys off and then like taking you on a membership on my website. So just to keep it simple, but technically you could charge like a $30 membership, and you do like a live stream with them, all the people in there, like a Zoom call. You guys see each other. They can ask you questions live, like once every Friday. And they do a $30 a month, and you can really scale that too. So there's a lot of benefits to getting a course, but technically you could like figure it all out on your own and just kind of like do the trial and error, blood, sweat, and tears, frustration. It's totally up to you. Yeah, I enter the prompt. Okay, yeah. I made a few AI generated thumbnails on YouTube. Bomb. I haven't finished the course yet, so I'm not sure if you talk about this, but what do you think about providing a open, you know what, Hallie, I am open to doing that. Totally open to doing that. As I get more questions coming in, what's interesting about the course so far is that I think it's just so easy to follow that the questions that do come up, I just answer them like I just give individual answers. Group forum, meaning they can post messages to each other. I don't know if I had, yeah, so under each module, there's messaging. So let me show you guys real quick. Can I, oh, my phone's dead over here. Let me actually see, let me get my iPad really quick. I'm here, guys. Stick with me, stick with me. Hopefully my iPad isn't dead. Oh, this is, by the way, this is my, it's like a bean bag, like, you know, it's cool. Anyways, if anyone was wondering. Okay, so, yeah, so let me show you. Where did I just put my phone? Oh, this is the book I was talking about earlier, guys. I have like one hard copy, but this is my ebook. This is when I first created this in a digital form, I was like, wow, this is really cool. Like, I don't want to have to package these up, guys, and send them to you. I just don't. So, I get to offer this to you, and you can have it in seconds, right? So that, you know, just to kind of put some context there, what we were talking about earlier. So this is I want to show you. So this is where you guys can all chit chat with each other. And I'm happy you brought it up, Hallie, because it'll just be good for everybody to see. There we go. Okay. Just logging in here. Hold on. Okay. So when you click on it, okay, so when you're in here, okay, so when you're inside the course with me, if you scroll down, the comments are, so under, you click up here at the top, and then people can comment. Actually, a couple people have. So yeah, so it's just up here in this where it says comment, and then that's like a whole like Discord area where people can like exchange ideas or say, hey, you know, how far along are you or whatever. So that's all just only inside the course. That's like another benefit also too. It's like you get access to each other. Comments, yeah. So the comment section will like add up. On this module, no one's commented on that module yet. So I hope that if that's what you were asking, Hallie, I hope that answers your question. YouTube also created a community page, which, oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I meant, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh, you can't see the beanbag? Oh man. Okay. Okay. So there's a new feature. I just activated it. And let's see, I've been using GroupMe. Oh yeah, I used to use GroupMe too when I used to work like in my last job. That was like a good app. That was a cool app. That's a good one. Okay. So when you guys go to my YouTube, I feel like they should like make this like more easier to find. Where is it? It's not like show on my iPad. It's like, I don't know where it is on my iPad. And it's on my cell phone, but my cell phone died. Well, there's something, okay, well, I'm gonna have to just talk about it later then. So when you do go to the home page, there's like it doesn't show it on my iPad for some reason, but there's like it's like a like right under like this button, there's like a community button. 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 There's like a community It says community on it, and you guys can post pictures. So you know how I'm always posting in my community tab, but you guys can also post memes, pictures, comments, all of that. Oh yes, now I remember that I used to allow comments in my online courses. I used a WordPress blog post to display the content and let the students comment. Yep. Yeah, so the same thing inside the one that is on there. You guys can do that too. And I don't know where it is though. I don't know why it's not popping up on my iPad. There should be something that says community. I don't know, maybe it's like not on the iPad. By the way, guys, I've been meaning to you might have to log out of your account. Let me see. It's so weird. Yeah, it just says on the iPad. I for sure have it, the button though, on my, because I was trying it out for myself. But yeah, it's not showing. Yeah, there's like another button that says like community, like under here. I don't know. No, it's for everybody. I could make it members only, but it's for everybody. And I'm kind of nervous because I was like, ooh, what if people start posting like weird stuff? But you have to be a subscriber, like a general subscriber, in order to even post on it in general. So I'm like, okay, I feel okay with that. And then if I see anything inappropriate, I'll just, delete it or block them from my channel. But yeah, people can post on there. Also, I want to create well, I've already created an Embody Pursuit. So EMBODYPURSUIT, Embody Pursuit hashtag. So sometimes you guys will say, oh, I did this, I did that, or I posted or whatever. I want to see it. And I want other people to see it too. So if you post something like on your community tab, just do hashtag Embody Pursuit. Like if you do hashtag great day, hashtag happiness, hashtag Embody Pursuit. Or if you post a video and maybe your video was inspired by us talking together in this live, and you go live and just do like in your description, it could be way at the bottom. And I don't want you, infiltrating your channel with Embody Pursuit, but I just want to like create a hashtag where other people can discover that like what we do in this community. Say if you go work out and you like have a gym selfie and you're like, oh, I want to show, I told Siana on the live that I was going to go work out. It's kind of like, I got mine in today. Anybody else? Hashtag Embody Pursuit. So that way the hashtag will start to come up. I don't think, let me see. Do I have much in there right now? I don't think I do. So yeah, just, I'm going to start, kind of pushing that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, when I type in hashtag Embody Pursuit, I mean, my channel just comes up because I'm the only one that's been doing it. But also too, it'll be a great way to get your channel discovered. It'll kind of like just start to like push you out into like a community, which is the Embody Pursuit community, and you can discover other people's accounts. So yeah, so yeah. Man, that is so annoying. I wish my phone didn't die. I'll go live either later today or tomorrow, and show you guys where it says community at the top of the actually, right now, would anyone mind, can someone click out of this live, go to the home page, go to like the general home page, and then just see if it says community at the top, and then click on it and then see if you're able to post something. Can someone do that for me really quickly, just so we know? Because if it's not there, then I need to contact YouTube, because it was for sure there, and I went from my mom's phone and then did it and commented something. Hallie, you're on. This is, I think I already showed this. I'm not sure if you were on the other time that I showed this, but This is the one that I use, the wormwood. I also have it I'm starting to use like, so you don't have to get it from my tag, but like just in general, if anyone's ever like, oh, what earrings does Ciana wear? Or what, I tried to find this dress, but I couldn't find this dress. What necklace is she wearing? I'm going to start tagging all my stuff if anyone's ever interested. But yeah, this is, if you want to kill your sugar craving, get you some wormwood and clove. So, bomb. There's so many brands. Probably get it from Target, like half the price of this one. So, let's see. I see a visit community. Okay, can you click on it and see if you can post something? Like just say hi. And then see if it actually pops up and let me know. Please, por favor. Oh my gosh, this video just popped up on my channel of my old trainer. I need to go back training with him. But he is he like he would make me wear this thing that like throws it like pushes electricity through your stomach while you're working out. He is a way better jump roper than I am. He used to be a professional boxer. Anyways, it's done. Okay, so it does work. Okay, so it's just, yeah, so I guess they haven't changed it for iPads. Okay, perfect. Thank you, PlayStation. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So that'll be that's the community forum. If you guys want to come post a funny meme, you guys know I love to joke. I love to like crack, just I'm very humorous. Like if anyone's like, oh, this reminds me of the Embody Pursuit channel, or this reminds me of Ciana, feel free to post on there. Oh, so you were able to find it? What's wrong with mine? I don't know. Maybe I need to log all the way out. I don't know. I don't think it works on iPhones either. Wait, the community, I think PlayStation was able to just do it. Hey Siana, it's been a long time since February since I've been watching your streams. Now I can do pull-ups? Wow. Can you teach me? Like, what are some tips? Because I have to learn, I have to get better at pull-ups and like holding my body up and like doing like monkey bars. Because when I do the Spartan race, I have to like do that. And I do a lot of lower body. I don't really focus on my upper body. So give me some tips, please. But that is so exciting. If you don't mind me asking, what made you like remind me? Was there a goal that you had in mind? Like, did you start with like one push-up or one pull-up? Like, could you do one or could you not do it at all? And then did we talk about it? Like, what provoked you to remind me about that right now? I just kind of want to know. You need strong biceps, back and core. I'm just like but I have to do it. I have to do it. I just have to do it. So I've been actually working my upper body. Yeah. It's my least, I like doing lower body because women, just love working on lower body. Yeah, I see community posts, RIP to your cousin. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, crazy. He died on his 90th birthday. Like he died at 90 on his birthday this year. So he made it to 90. Lived a very, very, he lived a very rare life because he was alive during Jim Crow laws. Like he would go to the train station and I didn't know this, there was a whole separate room for black people and for white people to stand even and get on the train. And then he went from that in his 20s to like owning his own plane and being able to go to Vegas when he wanted to. And because he was a pilot he was in the Air Force and he had his own plane. And that's very rare for like a black man during the 60s to like have their own, or the 70s, early 80s to have their own plane. So he lived a very full, very, very unique, adventurous life. Let's see. I clicked on the, yeah, click those notifications. I'm telling you, because a lot of these lives, you guys, I take down and put it under memberships, or I put it under a paid course. Like that one where we did the psychological behaviors, that's going up under, that's a training right there. That's getting taken down. So I'm happy that you're doing that. I've been trying to tell people these get juicy. About 45 minutes in, they start to get juicy. There's nothing wrong with just doing lower body as a woman. For the past few months, I've been just addicted to pull-ups. Nice. I love that. Isn't it crazy? So you just started and then now you can do full-on pull-ups now. Went from zero pull-ups to full-on being able to do them. My arms grew, what? 1.5 inches? Even on a calorie deficit. And were you up and up, keeping up with your protein? Still waiting for members only live about the dating coach. Oh, yeah, we need to talk about that. I think, wait, remind me, what was the specifics? There's so much information that gets thrown at me. Just remind me. Members only about the dating coach. I remember us talking about it, but I'm trying to remember what specifically we were going to talk about. But yeah, we can definitely, yeah, I'll go live this week, and me, you, and Lisa can talk about it. Oh, you put a, oh, you put, okay, I thought it was a sad face. You put like a, okay. Yeah, I'm still live. We're getting to it over here today. I do have a goal for working out. I just work out not to be, okay. That's a beautiful outlet. The power of working out, it literally is releasing all kind of happy hormones, lowering your stress, anxiety. It helps you be present because you have to like really push into the motions. Like it's just a beautiful way to use as a way to get through, not ignore depression, but get through depression so you can heal the depression. I worked out, let me see. Do you have a goal for working out? Oh, that's to Ryan. Okay. I worked out for just aesthetics, the back. Okay. For my legs, I think I may be addicted to the gym. That's a good thing. I think it's a good addiction. I'm about to hit the gym in 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So anybody who's willing to do this, I know it's a little, I know it's kind of a big ask, but if anyone's ever like, just like, oh, I was on live with Ciana earlier, and I want to show her that I actually went to the gym. I told her I was going to go to the gym. Like, see how Ryan was like, oh, we were talking in February and now I can do push-ups or pull-ups. If you ever post, like, you don't even have to post a gym selfie, just like saying, went to the gym today, hashtag Embody Pursuit. So I really want like the Embody Pursuit tag, only if it's something that you got motivated or inspired from this live or a past live or a past video, or say you find a funny meme and you're like, oh my God, this reminds me of our lives on Embody Pursuit, like hashtag Embody Pursuit, right? So in your community tab, I would love it if we can start to get like, kind of a hashtag going. That would be awesome. I remember how I was getting bullied in high school for being the chubby kid. Yep. But now these MFs just be jealous. That's how to get them. That's the best revenge. Keep silent. Get to your bag. Have the mental in order and the body on fleek, on point. There, immediate shutdown. They can't say, there's no comeback to that. So yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to eat. My stomach has not been growling on this live because I did have some cashews before I got on the live, and cashews are very like filling. So let's see. Also in college, literally everyone is either skinny or fat. Now I feel happy when I make people notice my physique. No visible no visible abs though. Well, that's all diet. That's all diet. That's the visible abs is like, it's literally the kitchen. Um, et city, I think you meant to say ethnicity. I'm half black, half Punjabi. So yeah, I'm gonna eat something. 50% off flash sale right now. I need the stomach growls. Oh yeah, that would be a really good one. Uh, to like do like to make if you even if you want to make fun of me, like if someone's like, oh, there's like a funny meme about stomachs growling, and you post that on your community tab, or you guys, this is what you guys can do. Post it on my community tab. So the one that's there when you go to the homepage, the community tab that's there, start use that. There we go. You don't have to do it on your channel. Can you PlayStation, can you try it? Can you just do hashtag Embody Pursuit and see if the hashtag pops up? What do I do with my gym selfie? Well, you can totally post your gym selfies on the community tab in here. Or if you post it on your community tab, do hashtag Embody Pursuit. But I don't know, I want to get a hashtag going. I mean, hopefully you guys are down with me, like the ride or die tribe members, hopefully you're down. I don't want you guys filling up your whole channel with like my Embody Pursuit, but I think it'd be kind of cool to like, it can be something random like, oh, we were talking about watermelon and on the live, and I had watermelon today, and you post it on your community tab and you do hashtag Embody Pursuit. So that way everyone can start to like see like, oh, okay, like that person's in the tribe, that person's in the community. You know what I mean? Yeah, post it on my page. Go in the community part and post your selfie and do the hashtag Embody Pursuit. Let's get it, everyday muscle. Time to move this weight. Yep. Could we also promote your product? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can promote my products. I'm always open for free promo. Only if you really genuinely have found value from it. Also, by the way, I I what does LFG mean? I encourage you guys, for the people that have gotten into the tribe or into the course, I've been encouraging you guys to create your own course because you can do that. But if anyone is interested, I didn't really care to do this, but I'm like, maybe someone might not want to create a course and they might want to just encourage someone to get my course. I can make you an affiliate for my course, by the way. Oh, okay. See, I told you my acronym game is very poor. I don't even see the community tab on my laptop. I don't know why it's not popping. Maybe it's just slowly popping up for everybody. How do I become an affiliate? So what I'll do is email me. Email me at contact@embodypursuit.com. Contact, CONTACT, contact@embodypursuit.com. And I will email you back with how you can become an affiliate for the course. Let's see. What's your workout split, by the way? It's just too much to say right now because I think I'm just getting really hungry. So maybe I'll do another live on that. But I pretty much do 2 days of upper body, 2 days of lower body. And then I pretty much try to walk every single day. Now the specifics, like all the breakdown, I just don't have the, and it's actually on this phone, my whole breakdown. Yeah, contact@embodypursuit.com. Yep. I see community clips at the bottom, but no way to add to them. Man, I wish my phone wasn't dead because I would check it out. You should you should just spam glutes, quads, legs, turbo bulk so you can get, I don't know if I want to get dummy thick. I just want to be like going into the next stage of my life. I'm going into the maintenance age era, not middle age, maintenance age. I'm titling it maintenance because it's just, we're just maintaining. We're maintaining our beauty. We're maintaining and getting better in our mental health. We're maintaining and getting better in every way, right? So I'm heading into the maintenance era. And I don't want to be dummy doo-doo dumb thick. Like I don't want to I don't care to like attract all that attention. I just want to be fit and tight and like lean and like be able to do stuff. Like I want to be able to like get on a jet ski easily, you know, hike easily, run easily. Like I just want to be able to do things easy and have agility and all that. I can't be doing all that with like a huge butt. Like I just, on my body, on my frame, I just, you know, just massive supersized legs and a butt. I have pretty big thighs though already. My thighs are big. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're going a little too far. Yeah, I don't want to cause a 10-pointer. I want to do an earthquake in getting you guys to get start your digital product business. That's like the only thing I want to do with the earthquake is shake you into making money online. I don't want to just be shaking the earth just to like be cute. Nope. Just I don't really care to get any girls jealous. I don't want no kind of jealous energy coming toward me. Only energy I want is motivated energy where they're like, ooh, Ciana did it, I can do it too. Not to be so like politician-y with that, but like, you know what I mean? That's the truth. I don't really want anyone being jealous, and I don't want no kind of energy coming my way like that. Doesn't matter. Imagine like having the lean upper body that you have, but like, I appreciate, I get it, but no, not my vibe. Yeah. Exactly. PlayStation, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. Yep. I want to be a Shark Yes, I do. I want to be the first Black woman on Shark Tank investing in other businesses. That's what I want to do. Has there been a Black woman on there yet? Embody with Ciana. Embody with Ciana. She gonna steal your man. I don't want to steal no one's man. I just want my own. I don't need to steal no one's man. I don't want to make no women jealous. I don't live in that kind of energy. Not yet, but Ciana will make it. All right. It's marked right here. It's set in stone. Okay, guys, I'm going to really go eat now, especially with all the watermelon talk. So have a beautiful rest of your day. If anyone has made it to this far in the live and has not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you subscribe. Get the flash sale advantage. Okay. Oh my gosh, Ryan. Okay, you're okay. Just a little on the edge. We're gonna close out the thighs and the massive butt. We're closing it out. But take advantage of the flash sale right now. It's 60% off. 60% off. And that's pretty much it. Also, too, PlayStation, remember to email me if you're really interested. Email me about becoming an affiliate, and I will set you up. All right, have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.